Deep in the heart of the rainforest, where towering trees stretch toward the sky and thick vines twist around ancient trunks, survival is an unforgiving game. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the most fearsome predator, must fight for its place in this untamed world. And in this relentless struggle, two of nature's most formidable beings are about to meet in a way no one could expect. One is a giant of raw strength, a ruler of the jungle with intelligence and dominance unmatched, the mighty silverback gorilla. The other is a silent assassin, a creature of patience and deadly precision, the massive and powerful python, a predator feared even by those at the top of the food chain. In the wild, there are no second chances. There are no warnings. There is only one law that governs all: survive at any cost. And when these two forces of nature cross paths, instinct will take over, and only one will emerge victorious. The gorilla, with its brute power, sharp mind, and commanding presence, rules its domain with confidence. The python, a master of stealth and constriction, can take down creatures far larger than itself with nothing more than sheer patience and unbreakable strength. But when strength meets strategy, when intelligence faces off against instinct, the results are unpredictable, shocking, and beyond imagination. This is no ordinary jungle encounter. This is a battle of giants, a moment of nature's raw and unfiltered power. This is gorilla versus python, the most shocking animal encounter, and what you're about to witness will leave you speechless. The silverback gorilla, a true king of the jungle, moves with confidence through the dense rainforest. With each step, its immense muscles ripple beneath thick black fur, a testament to its unmatched strength. Weighing over 400 pounds and standing nearly 6 feet tall when upright, this colossal primate is not just powerful. It is intelligent, social, and fiercely protective of its territory. A single roar from a silverback can send shivers through the jungle, a warning to any who dare challenge its dominance. It is a leader, a warrior, and above all, a survivor. But deep within the undergrowth, hidden beneath a bed of fallen leaves and twisted roots, lurks a predator of a different kind. The reticulated python, a creature of patience and precision, remains motionless, its forked tongue flickering as it senses vibrations in the air. At nearly 20 feet long and weighing over 200 pounds, this massive serpent is built for ambush. Unlike the gorilla, it does not rely on brute strength alone. Instead, it waits in silence, coiled like a loaded spring, ready to strike with lightning speed. With no need for venom, the python's greatest weapon is its ability to constrict, wrapping its muscular body around its prey and squeezing with relentless force, cutting off both breath and blood flow in mere minutes. Despite their differences, both the gorilla and the python have evolved into near-perfect survivors. The gorilla, with its intelligence and raw power, thrives in a world of constant challenges. The python, with its patience and crushing strength, dominates through stealth and precision. In most cases, their paths would never cross, each ruling its own domain within the jungle. But when territory, hunger, or sheer chance brings them face to face, the outcome is anything but certain. What happens when these two legends of the wild collide? The answer is more shocking than you can imagine. The jungle is alive with the sounds of nature, chirping insects, distant calls of birds, and the rustling of leaves as creatures move unseen through the dense foliage. The silverback gorilla strides forward, its massive hands pressing into the damp earth with each step. It is calm, yet alert, always aware of its surroundings. As the dominant leader of its troop, it must ensure the safety of its family. Every scent, every sound, every shift in the jungle's rhythm is noted. But what the gorilla does not know is that danger is already watching. Just a few feet away, hidden beneath a thick tangle of vines and fallen leaves, a massive reticulated python lies in wait. Its body, nearly indistinguishable from the twisting roots around it, remains perfectly still. Only its tongue flickers, tasting the air, sensing movement. The python is not a hunter that chases its prey. It is a master of patience, relying on stealth and the element of surprise. The gorilla has unknowingly entered the serpent's domain, stepping closer to the coiled predator with every passing second. But why would these two giants of the jungle even cross paths? Gorillas are primarily herbivores, feeding on leaves, fruits, and bark. Pythons, on the other hand, are carnivores, ambush hunters that target animals they can overpower. Under normal circumstances, their worlds would rarely collide. But sometimes, nature does not follow the rules. Perhaps the gorilla, searching for food, has wandered into unfamiliar territory. Perhaps the python, drawn by the scent of a smaller animal, has positioned itself along a path frequently traveled by the troop. Or maybe this encounter is purely accidental, a moment of fate that neither creature can escape. The gorilla moves closer, unaware of the danger mere inches away. The python remains motionless, its powerful muscles tensed beneath its scales. And then, in an instant, the jungle erupts into chaos. With terrifying speed, the python lunges, jaws wide, aiming to strike before the gorilla even realizes the threat. The battle has begun. In a flash, the python strikes, its massive jaws snapping shut around the gorilla's arm. The attack is swift, precise, an attempt to secure its grip before wrapping its powerful coils around the unsuspecting primate. The gorilla lets out a deep, guttural roar, startled by the ambush. For a moment, there is panic. The python tightens its hold, its thick body twisting like a living rope, constricting with bone-crushing force. This is the serpent's most lethal weapon. Once it coils around its prey, escape becomes nearly impossible. But the python has made a critical mistake. It has underestimated the sheer power of its opponent. The silverback, now fully aware of the danger, reacts with incredible speed. With a forceful yank, it pulls its captured arm free, sending the python's head whipping back. The snake tries to recoil, to reposition itself for another strike, but the gorilla does not retreat. It knows that to turn its back would be a fatal mistake. Instead, it goes on the offensive. With its powerful hands, it grabs hold of the thick body of the python, muscles flexing as it lifts the writhing serpent from the ground. The jungle echoes with the sounds of the struggle, branches snapping, leaves rustling, the deep growls of the gorilla mixed with the hissing of the python. The silverback's instincts take over, and it begins to fight the only way it knows how, with brute strength. It slams the python against the ground, shaking the earth beneath them. Again and again, the gorilla uses its overwhelming force, attempting to break the serpent's grip and weaken its resolve. But the python refuses to surrender. It continues to twist and constrict, its muscles like steel cables, determined to overpower its opponent. For a moment, the battle seems at a standstill, an unstoppable force against an immovable predator. The python's coils tighten, but the gorilla's strength is unmatched. With one final surge of power, the silverback pries the snake's body away from its own and delivers a crushing blow. The python, stunned and disoriented, releases its grip, its body uncoiling as it struggles to retreat. The gorilla steps back, breathing heavily, its powerful chest rising and falling. The fight is not over yet, but one thing is certain: this is a battle neither opponent will soon forget. The python writhes in the dirt, stunned by the gorilla's relentless assault. Its thick, muscular body, once wrapped with deadly intent, now lies partially uncoiled, struggling to regain control. The gorilla, chest heaving, watches its opponent closely. Every instinct tells it to remain cautious. This battle is not over until the threat is completely gone. But the silverback has made its message clear. It is not prey, and it will not be overpowered. The python, sensing defeat, knows it must retreat. Slowly, it begins to slither backward, its body moving in long, fluid waves, disappearing into the shadows of the undergrowth. The gorilla, still tense, lets out a deep, rumbling growl, a final warning, a declaration of victory. It does not chase the python. It does not need to. This battle was not about food or territory. It was about survival. The jungle is a place of constant conflict, where even the strongest must fight to prove their dominance. And today, the silverback has won. As the tension fades, the forest slowly returns to life. The distant calls of birds fill the air once more, the leaves rustling with the movements of unseen creatures. The gorilla takes one last look at the path where the python disappeared before turning away, disappearing into the thick jungle, its dominance unchallenged. The python, bruised but alive, will live to hunt another day. In the wild, there are no winners or losers, only those who survive and those who do not. And on this day, two of the jungle's most powerful creatures have faced each other, and both have lived to tell the tale. Nature is full of unexpected encounters, some more dangerous than others. Strength, intelligence, and instinct determine the outcome, and sometimes the most shocking battles end in ways no one could predict. What do you think would have happened if the python had managed to tighten its grip just a little longer? Could the gorilla have escaped? Let us know in the comments below. In the wild, every encounter is a test of survival. Today, we witnessed an intense battle between two of nature's most formidable creatures, a powerful silverback gorilla and a stealthy, lethal python. Strength clashed with strategy, intelligence battled instinct, and in the end, both animals lived to fight another day. The gorilla proved that raw power and quick reflexes can turn the tide against even the most efficient predators, while the python reminded us why it is one of the jungle's most feared hunters. But in a different set of circumstances, could the outcome have been different? Nature is unpredictable, and every battle tells a unique story. This time, the gorilla walked away victorious, but the jungle never forgets. The python will recover, grow stronger, and wait for its next opportunity. In the endless cycle of predator and prey, dominance is never guaranteed. It is won, lost, and reclaimed over time. What other shocking animal encounters are happening right now, deep in the wild, far beyond human eyes? What do you think? Could the python have won if it had struck first with a tighter grip? Or was the gorilla's strength simply too much for any snake to overcome? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this incredible showdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping animal encounters, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next wild adventure. If you thought this was intense, just wait until you see what happens when a lion faces off against a crocodile. Click here to watch, because in the animal kingdom, the fight for survival never ends.